Well, hello again, boys and girls. Gonna do a little bit something different. All right, so Dirt's been out for a while. We haven't really done a ton of it on the channel, so I think that needs to change. I think that we need to start doing it. And really, what kind of provoked this would be the fact that uh, Iracing, what's up, EM? Iracing has put together a fixed setup low series for the sprint cars and the late models. Honestly, our dirt license is low. I believe we're a D license, so we need to get that up so we can move up in the series and race the quick cars and everything. What's up, Chris? Had your math exam today. I hope everything went great. So, yeah, I mean, overall, take a look at the results. We do want to jump into practice here, mainly just so we can get a sense of the track and where it's at right now. Now, we will talk a little bit more about, come on, Bo. Kind of the state of the track and everything and how all that kind of plays out. But let's see what kind of times you can put down. Oh. Got in a little bit low early right there, which kind of hurt the lap time, but overall the track feels really good. So take a look at the results. We put down kind of a 7, which is an okay lap. Right now it feels like the track's in really, really good shape. So let's take a look at the info here. Low usage, which makes sense. Qualify carried over. So if it started with low usage here, qualify is going to carry over. So it's going to get more and more. In terms of what's important with these races, I've run a couple of them just to kind of see if this is something that we should do. All right. But the big thing is to be able to qualify because there are no cautions and these cars get out of hand real quick. And especially in the lower license series. I mean, we're kind of a dart without feathers. All of the other drivers are darts without feathers. Just trying to keep it off of each other is really one of the biggest struggles. Really, which is crazy. But you can see in the splits, I mean, we're capable of putting down really quick lap times. 55 is the best that we've been able to do. That would take the pole here. I'm pretty confident. But the big thing, like I said, is to be consistent, to start up front. Last one's English, man. One mo. Now, when you first start in to the sim on this, it starts with the top wing at 2 inches. Okay, that's 2 inches back of the furthest forward setting. The further forward you move that wing, the looser the car gets. The more you move the wing back, it basically puts more force towards the back of the car in terms of trying to straighten it out. All right, so since this is kind of a starter series, they have these cars set up relatively tight. So it's really kind of hard. Unlike in their weak motored, it's not like the 360s or the big block sprints where you really they can get away from you really quick. But anyway, let's wind this thing up. See what we can do. Just trying to be as smooth as possible here. Oh, got away from us right there. That'll cost us. Gonna lift right there. But overall, we could have done better. We had a big moment there at the 3 and 4 where the car hooked and jumped sideways. And again, I'm running this thing as loose as it'll go, and the thing is still wanting to hook and bite and jump right. So again, I don't know what it is with the setup. It's really comfortable. And you'll see this in the race. It's all about consistency because there's really no way you can just run out and pass somebody. The line is right around the bottom. Yeah, it is a one-line track for the majority of the race because the race isn't that long. I think it's only 20 laps. So that being the case, it really just doesn't wear off that much. I mean, the groove might move up a little bit, in 3 and 4, just a touch, but nothing major. So anyway, if we could start on pole, that'd be awesome. The 3-car, our I rating, just to kind of set the stage. Oh, these guys are talking to each other. Hey, they did that. That's cool. What's up, guys? Hey. You guys like my lap? You don't care? Okay. Okay. Alright. I'll just be over here then. Got them Hoosiers. Even pits or asphalt. So take a look at the results. Everybody qualified. 6:35 was the quickest time. So again, the biggest tips I can give you as far as, and we'll just kind of show the laps. What are we doing here? So this was lap 1. This was our practice lap? No, this is our quick lap. Right there, the thing had a huge moment. We got it in, and the thing just hooked right. I mean, that could have been maybe into the 5s if we didn't mess that up. Because again, I mean, you can see we turned the car in. You just watch the telemetry down here. You see us crank the car in, and we crank right, and we just put too much wheel into it, and the thing immediately bites. And when it immediately bites like that, I mean, it just takes you right up off the bottom. So the big thing is to carry the speed really, really smooth. Yeah, sorry. So anyway, the thing is to just carry the turns really, really smooth. What you want to do is you want to try and keep, thank you, try to keep the steering wheel as straight as possible. All right. The more wheel you put into it, the more sideways you are, you're scrubbing off speed doing that. So the straighter you can keep the wheel, the more speed you're going to carry through the corner. So you still need to make your line and everything, but you know, overall, that's really what you're shooting for here. So being the 3-car, we do need to finish up front. So do our best to make that happen. All right.
Luck to you as well.
We're starting off on the pole, man. I think this is 2 poles in the past 2 weeks. I'll take that. Granted, it's a lower series, but again, can't stress this enough. When you start getting into like upper splits and top splits and whatnot, I mean, things change greatly in terms of snagging poles, snagging wins, snagging top 3s and stuff. It becomes much, much harder to do. You know, it almost takes a perfect race to make those things happen, or a wealth of experience.
Alright, man, line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
You know, so, but a good qualifying effort starts right there. But again, this will be no cautions, so this is going to be me just kind of staring there. I don't think I'll really have time to look over. I didn't even know. I don't know sprint racers all that well. Like I know like the main ones, you know, like you know Donnie Schatz and stuff like that. But
Alright, man, we're going
in terms of being up to date on my dirt racers, I'm not, unfortunately. I did watch the Chili Bowl though. That was entertaining. Watching Kyle Larson blow up. Poor guy, man. Just can't buy a break. I'm telling you, he's Mark Martin reincarnate. It's funny because they're very quick at the same kind of racetracks as well.
Get ready. The pace car is in.
Alright, we control the stars, so we can do that. Just try to drive away from here. Yeah, right around that bottom line. That's the quick way. So you can see in the bottom left, I'm really not doing it. We're not doing a huge amount in terms of wheel input here. But you'll see that low line off of 3 and 4 is going to get slick later on in this race. Oh man, we missed the turn in right there. A lot. But it's gonna get slick right down here, right there. So that's why typically the line will move up just a little bit in 3 and 4. We're just running a little bit far up off the bottom right now. Just not running it in really smooth. So you can see him kind of reeling us in a little bit. We kind of get the car kind of pointed towards the bottom and then really just kind of hold it straight. So if you look at the wheel and telemetry and all that, that'll kind of tell you what we're doing. That lapper's kind of playing into our hands here. He's kind of he's hanging himself right there in second. 10 to go. So we're halfway through here. Oh, that was a little bit close. We're just a little bit too far up off the bottom on entry there. But to be honest, the last race I ran here, I qualified second, and this is exactly what happened. I just could not catch him. You know, we were running very, very similar lap times, but just got out to a lead, you know, and the track just doesn't fall apart enough in how short these races are to really make a huge difference. You know, so you can start running multiple lines, you got to start kind of searching around the track for speed. You just don't have to do that in this, seemingly this series, or at least this track. Just because the race just isn't long enough. You know, that and the track, since these cars would normally race early, the track's in a really, really good state. So versus, you know, the other ones who race later on in the night, the track's much, much worse. Yeah, one stopped in the middle of the track there, kind of lifted just a second.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I see a protesting coming.
That's the guy who was in second. Man, this is just kind of a Sunday drive here. We got 1.5 seconds. Kind of choked it away right there. The hell, man! If we can scrape out a 0x here, that'd be awesome. Whoa, ho, ho. A little bit low there. Yeah, honestly, this line isn't all that bad. I mean, really, 3 and 4 still is in really good shape. You can still run the bottom. It's still the fastest line. But we'll run the higher line right here. Once the track wears in a little bit, you kind of run right about here. Like right now, we're outside the group, but you can see that dark area. That's the cushion. And good race, guys. Sorry that happened back there. I saw that.
Good job, man. I'm coming down to meet you in victory.
Yeah, nice job, dude.
It kind of sucks that all the front 5 just ran beautiful races and they get destroyed like that.
Welcome to low series dirt. I mean, you can't expect anything else. All right, so what do we do? What do we do? We won. Donuts? No, you can't even do donuts in these cars. They're so underpowered. We'll do the old See, that's the thing. This car won't even turn right. It only turns left. See if we can do the Polish victory lap here. See if the car will let us once, now that we got some momentum going here. Wave to the crowd. Yeah, the thing doesn't want to turn any more than that. You can see me in the telemetry in the bottom left, bottom left there. And that's like all wheel. That's all we got. Well, that was fun. I mean, like I said, I want to make dirt a bigger part of this channel. We're not necessarily amazing at it, but it takes practice like anything else. You know, I put in a little bit to try and get this set as best as possible to kind of understand this as best as we can. Digital autograph? Oh yeah, we'll do that for sure, Hemi. But what we will do is we'll pull it up on the stadium. Hell yeah. Put that little Hoosier purple collar around my neck there. Yeah, it'd be great. So, anyway, that's a lot of fun. I'm definitely glad you guys were here. And to grab wins around this channel, we don't do it that often. Definitely not as often as I would like. But, yeah. Overall, can't argue with that. We'll take a win anytime we can get it, for sure. So, anyway, let's go back. And the one thing that we have to see would be when I think it was the 7 car got taken out. Yeah. So it starts in 1 and 2 here. Yep. It's just really frustrating. Boom, takes out 3 cars. Now the really crappy part about it is, where is he? Where's the guy who ran him over? Stuart Lee. Oh my god. So he was the guy that we passed in the first place. Yeah, what the hell happened? Yeah. Perfect. Heemy. So I'm trying to figure out what happened with Stuart here. You know, because, I mean, he's right here. Oh, he clips the wall right there. I don't know why he did that. Just gets up out of the groove. The thing just doesn't turn on him. He hits the wall. Almost gets into 2nd place. And spins it around right there. And then gets hit again. And just crushes it. At that point, you need to tow out. You're missing your front wing. There's no point in doing whatever you're about to try and do right here. At this point especially, like, you know. Like, it's over. It is over. That is not okay. I mean, that's just inexcusable. Take out 3 of the top 5, and it just sucks. But he ends up coming home 11 laps down. I think he kind of gave up after that one. You can't really say anything. But yeah, we really didn't have to deal with, like, any lap traffic or anything. So, I mean, really, we just kind of ran our own race. Really not much to it. But while that's playing, then we'll catch the Polish victory lap. We will also pull up the results and see exactly how this impacted us. Because like I said, we're still a rookie here. Well, not a rookie, but we're a D license. So that was the 2nd split out of 5. All right, so I already moved up in the splits just a little bit. We bumped our I rating up to 1533, so that's an 89 bump in I rating, which is great. Plus 0.13 in safety rating, because again, no incident points. You know, you take that every single day. But it grabs us 85 points, which is awesome. We're not going to be in any running for any championship in dirt, I don't think. You know, we just don't run it enough. But I definitely want to do this more. And if you guys like it, definitely leave a comment if you want to do further excursions in this series. I like it. This is kind of a 1 groove deal right here. I've been playing around with linear and whatnot. The paint scheme is just a basic Iracing paint scheme that I did up. It's like a navy blue, almost like a dark purple. If you get it in the right light, it kind of looks purpley. But it's a really dark navy blue, and then like a lime green, and then the part that's in the middle there is actually black, and the inside of the number's black. So you can see us struggle trying to turn this thing around. Like it won't turn. Nothing turns. It just slides. But we get it figured out. And yeah. Cheerleading. We're honestly not that good at it, to be honest. if I had to say so. Fixed series, great. I mean, the cars are so underpowered and everything. It's just so much of the series is where you start. You know, if you start in the back and you got to deal with all that crap like you just saw, you'll never get to the front. Like, I've run the series and qualified 5th. I ran the series and qualified in the back, and the best I did was like 7th. You know, out of 12 or 13. So it really is about your qualifying effort. And just being consistent. That will get you far. So anyway, thank you guys again, and it's awesome to bring home a win. Awesome. I think the last win that we had was Bristol in the D car, which was a great video. That was the one where we almost set a world record in qualifying. We were like 1,000th of a second off. I can't remember, but it was very, very close. So yeah, it was definitely smooth. I appreciate it, Mercer. I'm sorry, buddy. So catch us in the next one, man. It was a short one, so we'll do some more this weekend. Good thing is, I was able to get pretty much all the work that I had for normal job done, so I don't have to screw around with any of that. So we'll be able to stream a fair amount this weekend. Looking forward to it. There's a whole bunch of motorsport stuff going on. You got 24 Hours Daytona, Supercross, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one, and until then, take care.